If you get to the end of another work week and you're so tired, it's all you can do to crack open a beer and stare vacantly at the TV, I have news. This isn't sustainable, and the most successful MSP owners in the world don't work nearly as hard or as long as you do. Let's talk about how you can fix this. Hey, I'm Paul Green, and don't forget, for help finding new clients for your MSP, we've created an easy-to-follow marketing system. Get that and all the content to go in it at MSPmarketingedge.com. So let's talk about the 60-hour myth. What is this? Well, it's this myth that to be a successful business owner, we need to keep working 60 hours a week all the years that we own the business. And it's absolute nonsense. Now, don't get me wrong, when we first start the business, yeah, of course we've got to put more hours in. And I remember doing this myself back in 2005 when I started my first business. In fact, I was delighted to work evenings and Saturdays and Sundays because I was creating something. And maybe you were the same when you started up. When you set up your MSP, you're giving yourself the chance to take control of your income, of your time, of the kind of work that you do. And creating something new like that is pretty exciting, right? So it's worth putting 60 hours in, maybe even more. The problem is when that becomes a habit that goes on to year 2, year 3, year 5, year 10, year 20, and I talk to plenty of MSPs who are working well in excess of 60 hours a week, even though they've been in business for, like 10 or 15 years, and often they're sat on more than $1 million turnover. But it's just become a habit. And the thing that they believe successful business owners do, they work long hours. Now, I think that's completely wrong. I believe successful business owners work around half of that, around 30 hours a week. And let me tell you why. So if you regularly work 60 hours a week, and a caveat, we all now and again pull a 60-hour week, and that's fine. But if it's a regular thing for you and you do it more weeks than you don't, then there are a number of risk factors. And of course, the greatest of those risk factors is to you. As you get older, your body can't really cope with that kind of level of work. You kid yourself that you can, but we do slow down a bit as we get older, don't we? And we do find that we're a little bit more tired at the end of each day. And what happens is, as we keep working in the same manner that we did in our 20s, whereas in our 20s, we can do anything. In our 30s, we slow down a bit. In our 40s, it gets worse, etc., etc. And what happens is we have less energy for the non-work us, for our hobbies. Do you remember hobbies? Things you used to do outside of work? Well, we eat terribly, we tend to drink more alcohol, we tend to take less exercise, and the chances of our team finding us kind of mortally slumped over our desk one morning kind of go up. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not a very pleasant thought, is it? So, working stupid hours is really bad for you. And it's also incredibly bad for your family. Whether it's just your other half in life or whether you've got 6 kids or 12 dogs or whatever, they all miss you. And they especially miss the real you, where you are mentally in the room as well as physically in the room. Because the other downside of working 60 hours a week is it's very hard to switch off. You never really have anything other than sleep as a way of switching off. Well, sleep and beer maybe. The other group of people that it's bad for is your staff, your clients, and actually the overall business. I promise you, once you're out of the first year of startup, and assuming you're not in some kind of massive crisis mode where working 60 hours a week is needed, if you're not in those modes, then working 60 hours a week regularly is detrimental to you and to the business. And you never spend quality time thinking. That's the biggest problem. You never sit there and think, what would improve things for me? What would improve things for my team? What would improve things for my clients? What would help more people make the right decision to pick my MSP and not someone else's MSP? And all of that kind of thinking, well, that requires time. That requires you going for long walks. That requires you to eat well, to reduce your alcohol consumption. Work 30 hours a week. And I promise you, once you get over the anxiety of letting go of the habit of a 60-hour-a-week working practice, you will find that you'll make more sensible decisions about the business. You'll find you do smarter things, you delegate more work out to the people that you've already got who are very capable of it. And your business will start to grow faster, I promise it. Because every successful MSP I've ever interviewed works around 20 to 30 hours a week. You'll never hear of someone sitting on a 10 million turnover business who works 60-hour weeks. It just doesn't happen.
Paul Green's MSP Marketing Edge.